Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Gene, good morning. Here I am up at Wiggins Pass, up at the north end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. Seeing a beautiful orange glow on the eastern horizon. It's about, I don't know what time it is. 6:20. Muggy out here again, 81. Feels like 90 degrees already. Pretty still though. We're right back in here. Gorgeous. Look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? And look at that water. The water's really flat. Hit that share button. Let's get a few more people on here. Get our beach family out of bed. The tide's just starting to come back in here. Didn't see a soul on the beach, not one single solitary soul on my walk up here this morning. Still dark out in the Gulf. Barefoot Beach over there. Didn't see any boats yet either. When I was walking here, I did see a police chase. Cops were chasing somebody on a motorcycle, tearing up and down the streets in my neighborhood. That was at 4:30 this morning. Look at that. Wow. Karen, good morning. Look at that glow. Absolutely beautiful. One of our little feathered fishermen over here. As you all know, this is my favorite place to be. Early in the morning like this, Wiggins Pass. It's still kind of rough along the shore. We're on the Gulf side. That water temperature is still hovering around 83 degrees. There goes some early morning fishermen. That's the first boat I've seen heading out so far. Minding the speed limit. My shirt, my t-shirt is already wet from this humidity. Man. Mary, good morning. Happy Sunday to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Just going to hang out here for a while and see what happens. See if somebody else shows up. This time of the year. It's quiet. Those clouds are going to get some color in them. There was some lightning out in the Gulf earlier this morning when I was walking up here. Down to the southwest. I don't think we're going to see any rain. There was a slight chance for rain this morning, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not in my neck of the woods, anyway. It's rough out in the water. I can hear that boat bouncing up and down. You can hear like the engine sounds pulsing. Earlier this morning, the crickets were going to town over in here. This is kind of a cool little sound. There's like one or two crickets just chirping away. And then the little faint sounds of the waves just kind of rippling up onto the shore. I don't know if you can hear them in the background. You can definitely hear the Gulf, the waves out there behind me. Just heard an osprey. Supposed to be cloudy throughout the day today. Tomorrow, too. Looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday right now are going to be sunny days according to the forecast, but you never know. This forecast changes every 10 minutes. Look at all that beach. Just waiting for your toes. Beautiful with those clouds scooting in like that. Give it a little more dimension. They have the potential to fire up with color there. Depends how much cloud cover is actually on the horizon there. The sun's going to be coming up behind the buildings now. It's just slowly creeping up to the north, to the left, as it rises now. Isn't this an awesome way to start the day? Isn't this an awesome place to be? Isn't this an awesome group of friends? Even if most of them are still in bed. Pelican diving into the water out there, pretty dark. I don't think you could see it. It's right out in front of me there. Just took off. One's out there, one just took off. Oh, wow. Use your imagination. There's an angel cloud right up there. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to take a photo of it in the wide angle mode. Get a better idea of it when you see that photo. You really got to use your imagination. Man, did I just hear a dolphin? Come on, son. I don't want these clouds to go away. I want them to stay here. We're moving up to the north on us, darn it. You know me and my clouds. I love my clouds. Kathleen, good morning. We got plenty of clouds out here behind me. They could get some color. We're just going to have to wait it out, huh? If you're liking what you're seeing, send some stars if you appreciate my efforts getting out here early to share these views with you, these sights and sounds. That was a snowy egret. They're squabbling. Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, if you're just tuning in. Up in North Naples, Florida. I'm at the very north end of the park at Wiggins Pass. On the south shore of the pass. This is about 8.8 of a mile walk from parking lot 2. If you're curious as to how far it is to walk up here when you get into the park, if you can get a parking spot. For me, it's about a 3-mile walk. It's about 3 miles from my house here this morning. Oh no, those clouds are getting thick where the sun's going to come up. That's not good. That sun's coming up over in here somewhere. Darn it. You just never know. That's why you got to come out here. Boy, yesterday, beautiful, beautiful clouds yesterday. I don't know if you watched any of my videos that I shared, but I posted, I think the last little video I posted yesterday was the clouds. Just a little 2-minute video. It says enjoy the journey on the title slide on the thumbnail. Incredibly gorgeous. Everybody's still awake? All we need is an osprey perched right up there. That would be really cool. And then a couple dolphins swimming around in the water in front of me. It's quiet up here this morning. Normally you can hear some ospreys calling out. Usually there's one on this side of the pass, one on the other side at least. Maybe one circling around on the hunt for some breakfast. I've only heard a few peeps, osprey peeps this morning. I don't know if that's rain. That looks like rain out there, way out there. Over to the left there. It's kind of where that thunderstorm, the lightning was coming from earlier this morning, except that it was down further to the south. It's slowly inching its way up to the north, it looks like. North, maybe northeast. Hopefully I don't get rained on here this morning. I got nowhere to hide anymore with all the bathhouses gone. Back in the old days here, we used to have this little kiosk up here on the beach, and it just had pictures of all the birds that you would see here at the point. Just a little informational kiosk, and if we got stuck in the rain, Roy and I out here, we'd hide under that. It wasn't very big, but it did the job. I remember we got stuck out here a couple times in some wicked lightning. That was kind of scary. That lightning just hitting all around us. It's amazing how quickly our skyscapes change here. Just, you know, when I end my live feed, just like scroll through it, go back to the beginning and then just kind of scroll through and you'll see. Obviously it's getting brighter. Well, it might not be with all these clouds, but just how the clouds are starting to stack up over here. Definitely rain out here. Definitely rain. Rain, rain, go away. Not that we don't need the rain. Man, we need the rain badly here. Gosh, no rangers coming by yet. Can't believe how quiet it is. No fishermen walking up here. This is a good time for the fishermen with the tide just starting to come in. The fish coming in with the tide. This is the time where the dolphins would like just sit in the middle of the pass. They just kind of stay in one spot with the tide, with their face out into the Gulf, with the tide coming in, so the tide's coming into their face. They just sit there and the fish just kind of swim with the current right up to them. They just open their mouth and let them in. You can hear the waves out here on the Gulf side. Now we're getting a little light out here. I can take you over here. I don't know where our channel markers have gone. There's one over here. Used to be one right where I'm standing. Guess they just moved them out further or something. Ooh, did you see? I thought I just saw a little bolt of lightning out there on the right side of that rain. Thought I just saw a bolt. I had the corner of my eye as I was turning around. You wishing you were out here with me? If you were, you'd need your insect repellent. The no-see-ums are pretty bad over along the tree line. Yeah, it looks like that sun's buried behind the clouds. Pelican flying across the bottom of the frame. The Ranger vehicle's going by in the background. It looks like that sun's coming up in here. Over in here. It's getting a little more of a reddish tint. Boy, we saw one boat earlier going out. A couple Rangers went by in their utility vehicle. Just me and the flies out here this morning. They're bad too. At least they're not biting flies. Thank goodness for that. Those things suck. It's definitely getting brighter over here to the east. I just saw a fish jump out of the water. Just out of camera view over on the left. Right up close to shore. This little area right in here, this little indentation, is a popular spot to see dolphins corralling the fish. They get them, they work as a team and get them penned in here. We saw that one time when we were both out on the water with boat Naples, heading out for sunset. I don't know how many we saw, 6, 7, 8 dolphins in here. Where are they now? The storm's just hanging out there. It's taunting me. Remember, we could see some open sky over there earlier when I started. Not now. Remember, we just had like some clouds just kind of rolling through, and I said, boy, I hope some little clouds. I said, I hope they stick around so we get some color. Well, they just all piled up on top of each other is what it looks like. They stuck around all right. Got anything fun planned for the day, Sunday? Anybody win any money yesterday? Did anybody win any money on the horse race? That was something, huh? Well, maybe that sun's going to come up maybe a little more to the right than where I thought. Maybe over in here. I think it's behind the buildings. We're definitely getting a glow there now. We're really starting to see a glow. There it is. It's right. There it is. Darn. Just coming up over the building there. You can kind of see the orange ball there. See if I can get you in on it. This camera doesn't like zooming when I'm live. See if I can get closer here and find it. Can you see it there right in the center of the screen? It's kind of hard to see. The clouds just got thicker. Darn it. We'll try again a little bit. Yeah, it went behind the clouds. It's like right over in there. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. It's still beautiful, isn't it? Still a great place to be. Some beautiful sights and sounds to wake up to. I can only imagine what this used to be like in the old days before everything was developed around here. It had to be incredible. Just imagine living here. Living here. That's where Joe Wiggins lived. Was out here. Before this was a park. Water's kind of cloudy here. It's shallow, but cloudy. Sometimes there's little 9-armed sea stars up close to the shore. If you keep your eyes peeled, you may see one crawling around. Yeah, just a leaf floating around. I can't believe how cloudy this water is. It's because the tide is just starting to come back in. So the water's about at its worst at the end of the tide going out. Plus it's still dark. Very hard to see down here. The camera actually sees better sometimes than your eyes. Did you see that snowy egret? Can you understand why I love it up here? After hanging out with me this morning. It's just glorious. A little piece of heaven on earth. That's what I call this park. Hey, no stars. I guess nobody's liking this morning's live feed. Boo-hoo. Oh well. Do I see a little sun? I don't know. See a lot of clouds. There it is. Trees right in front of it now. Can you see it through the clouds? It's kind of cool. These clouds are not cooperating with me this morning. Little buggers. It's going to be a while before it pops up. Well, I am going to take a little break here. Then I'll be back and we'll take a stroll along the beach here at the park. So stay tuned. You got plenty of time to get some coffee, grab some breakfast, do whatever, walk the dog, get the newspaper, feed the cat, whatever it is you got to do. Hopefully I'll see you later. Remember, I could not be out here if it wasn't for your kindness, your support. Whether it's through Facebook stars, maybe you've made that decision to become a subscriber to my Southwest Florida Television Facebook page. That would be awesome. That would be really sweet if you did that. Here it comes. Here comes the sun. Peeking through the clouds. Or tips. Tips are greatly appreciated, my friends. Greatly appreciated. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you'd like to send a little thank you, a token of appreciation, as I call it. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay, and I do appreciate it. And there's our sun, leaving its little trail in the water. Beautiful. All right, I'll be back. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your life. And God bless our wonderful country. God bless America. Tally-ho, tally-ho.